In this video, let us discuss about podcast and MOOCs. First of all, let us see what a podcast is. Podcasting has come a long way in the last few years. These days, the average person has at least heard of podcasting and understands the concept. The term comes from a combination of the words iPod and broadcasting. Even though the term is derived from the iPod, there is no need of an iPod to listen to the podcast. Now, let us see what a podcast is. Podcasts are repositories of audio and video materials that can be pushed to subscribers even without user intervention. One can download the audio and video files to portable media players that can be taken anywhere, providing the potential for anytime, anywhere learning experiences. So podcast is nothing but they are repositories of audio and video materials. Those who want to subscribe podcast can do it in the podcast site on the web and they can download the content. So audio and video files can be downloaded to any of the portable media players or it can be downloaded to the computer. If you are downloading to portable devices, it can be taken anywhere and it can be used at any time. You can have the learning experience at any time. The important thing is that the users don't have to tune in to a particular broadcast. To access podcast, there is no need to tune in. Instead, they can download the podcast on demand or you can subscribe via an RSS, a really simple syndication feed. So RSS feed, this is a mandatory one for a particular media file to be labeled as a podcast. You just note it is for the sake of information. So for a media file to be labeled as a podcast, the technical thing is that it should have a really simple syndication feed and only through this feed the users can download the podcast. Only if there is that feed is there, then only the users can download the podcast. And due to this, the users can automatically download the podcast to their computer or any other devices. Now, there are several podcast sites available on the web and one can download different contents ranging from music to philosophy or sports. So, depending on the interest of the user, they can download any of the podcasts from the website. And it can be downloaded to portable media players and they can listen to it. Now coming to the different types of podcasts. First one is audio podcast. So in the definition we have seen that podcasts are repositories of audio and video materials. So naturally there can be audio podcast and video podcast. But many people associate podcast with audio, even though a podcast doesn't have to be an audio. A podcast can be a video also. So first of all, let us discuss audio podcast. This is the most popular form of podcasting and there are some reasons for audio podcast to be that much popular. One thing is that it is easy to produce audio because you don't need cameras, lighting and video editing softwares In addition to audio skills and equipment, you need only audio skills and equipment for recording audio. Other tools like camera, lighting, video editing software, etc. can be avoided. So that is the one reason for making audio podcast that much popular. Another reason is that audio is more portable, which makes it easy to consume. The second one is video podcast. These are becoming popular nowadays, and many of the podcast networks are producing audio and video versions of their shows simultaneously. So video podcasting requires some more technical complications and some more equipments are needed for video podcast. Web TV shows are sometimes distributed as video podcast. Another one is enhanced podcast. This is nothing but a podcast that is having chapter marks and can display images, artwork and hyperlinks along with the audio. So in the enhanced version, the audio will be supplemented by display images, artwork and hyperlinks. The podcast will be more like a presentation. That is the thing. Another one is podcast novel. So it combines an audio book with a podcast. So podcast novel is nothing but it is a combination of audio book and a podcast. And it is distributed in episodes via the RSS feed. RSS, really simple syndication feed. Another one is PDF or EPUB podcast. One can publish a podcast that distributes PDFs or EPUB documents. So these are the different types of podcast. One more thing. Technically speaking, any media file that is distributed via the RSS feed, that is really simple syndication feed, is a podcast. So a mandatory thing is that the media file should be distributed via a really simple syndication feed. Then only it can be termed as a podcast. And podcasting is by definition, it is an episodic media. Therefore, there have to be at least 2 episodes to qualify as a podcast. Hope all of you are clear about it. You can explore more about this. Make use of the web resources. Now we are moving on to the last topic in the first module, that is MOOCs. Massive Open Online Courses. These are free online courses available for anyone to enroll. MOOCs provide an affordable and flexible way to learn new skills, advance your career, and deliver quality educational experiences. So these are courses delivered online and accessible to all for free. And we know that millions of people around the world use MOOCs to learn for a variety of reasons. Why they are making use of MOOCs? What is its significance? It may range from career development, changing careers, college preparation, supplemental learning, lifelong learning, corporate e-learning and training. So, the reason for pursuing MOOCs may differ. As I said, MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Course. Massive indicates that the enrollments are unlimited and can run into hundreds of thousands. There is no limit for the number of people who can access the course. That is why it is termed as massive. Why it is open? Anyone can enroll. There is no admission process. No procedures are there. It is online because they are delivered via the internet. And finally, it is a course simply because the goal of this particular venture is to teach a specific subject which is having specific learning outcomes. To club all these together, MOOCs are asynchronous, open access, web-based courses geared toward enrolling hundreds or thousands of students at a time. The MOOC courses deliver content via recorded video lectures, online readings, and online assessments, as well as discussion forums are also provided for interaction. It can be student-instructor interaction or student-student interaction. So all these amenities are provided in the MOOC platform. Most of the MOOCs are made by universities. Some of the first and most active MOOC makers are Stanford, MIT, and Harvard. Nowadays, the courses are offered by many of the national level universities in our country. Although MOOCs are created by universities, they rarely distribute the course. Instead, they rely on course providers. Even though MOOCs are created by universities, they need not be the distributors of the courses. They deliver their activity onto course providers. On behalf of the university, the course provider will be setting up the platform for the students. Coursera, edX are some of the platforms, some of the course providers where students actually take MOOCs. So that is all about the massive open online courses. Hope all of you understood the topics that we have covered. So all these topics can be expected for 1 mark or 2 mark question. So you have to be thorough with the concept. So be clear with all of these. Prepare notes on behalf of the video lecture. Let us stop here. Thank you.